they will demonstrate to you how even this catastrophic performance of the dollar to an ounce of gold is blunted by forces that are trying to keep the dollar up. So my question to you, Sheikh Imran, is why do you think that this issue falls on deaf ears? Is it because people think it has to do with money and they're like, I don't want to be greedy, it's economics? And when you put it in plain language, saying that people are stealing, forget it, if you don't care if people are stealing from you, they're stealing from your kids. They're stealing from your kids, the elite. So I'm curious why you think people don't respond to this issue.
Why, despite the fact that this subject is so critically important, why is it that people not just don't have an interest in it, more than that, they don't want to hear about it? Answer, it is the psychology of intimidation. CNN is involved, the newspapers are involved, the radio and television, the governments are involved, a process of psychological intimidation. That if you do this, we're going to come after you. And they have the power. And I don't want to lose my business. No, my business is more important to me than the Lord. I don't want to lose my freedom to travel. My US visa is more important to me than the Lord. So we're being tested. And we fail the test. And we pay the price for it. Wait a minute, before we have the next question. Sister Salma is at the back, from Idaho. And Salma has been writing to me. Salma, who converted to Islam recently, she wanted to start a project of the gold dinar in Idaho. Yes. The sister sitting in the back there. And the rest of us are sleeping soundly at night time, not bothered at all. And a convert to Islam just a few years ago is writing to me. See, Dajjal at work. He's very angry. Very angry. Yeah, Sister Salma, would you like to speak on the gold dinar? Just take the microphone for her. Oh, come forward, yeah.
Honestly, I don't really know anything about economics, and it's really hard for me to try to grasp what's going on. I've been trying really hard, watching a lot of videos, reading what you've written, and I just felt it was time to try to break out of the system and create our own, even if you had to start on a very small scale. And so I found a company that mints gold and silver coins, and you could start for a certain amount of money. And I thought, well, maybe I could get some people around me. Even though I don't live with any Muslims, I live in a community that's rather independent-minded, and I thought maybe they would be interested in starting just a local economy based on gold and silver.
Yeah, somebody sent me an email about a non-Muslim in the United States who began trading in gold, using gold as money, and the FBI came in and seized all the gold. Somebody sent me that information, yeah. Yeah, and they seized all the gold. The FBI came in and moved in and seized all the gold. Yes, Farhan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Just one comment and a question real quick. Kind of related to what Dr. Faiz said. Diamonds are, we know how precious diamonds are, and we know the value of diamonds. They are the most abundantly found mineral or rock on planet Earth. Diamonds are the most abundantly. Think about it. The most abundantly in Africa. I mean, the gold mines we know about in South Africa and Africa. De Beers owns those mines, they ripped off the African people whom the diamonds really belong to. And they let a very, very minuscule, minute amount of diamonds in the market so as to keep the price of diamonds up to where they are. So, diamonds, kind of related to, what the gold, with the artificial pricing of the gold. So
diamonds also qualify as a precious stone, not a precious metal. But can diamonds be used as money? I think, even though I'm not an expert on diamonds, I think that the complications that will arise in assessing a diamond, whether it's a real diamond or a fake diamond, and assigning a value to the diamond, makes it impossible to use diamonds as money. Yeah.
And the question I had was, so US dollars or any currency that we exchange for another, so when we do that, of course some of the value is lost because, or gained, whichever one. So isn't that ripped? So I mean, we're committing sin, right? So how do we can't get away from that with this current, the way things are. So I mean, I had to convert my dollars into TT dollars, right? So I'm exchanging money for money. It's just the same thing as exchanging like dates to dates. So
Okay, if you have any US dollars to change to TT dollars, just go to the desk out there. The banks are changing at 6, but we're not a bank. So I would like to see that we give you a higher rate than the bank. So go to the counter there and we'll try to get you a higher rate than the bank. But I have to use the paper currency. I can't get away from it. I'm selling my books. I can't sell the books for dinars and dirhams. This is the meaning of the hadith, that the time will come when you will not be able to find a single person in all of mankind who will not be consuming riba. And if anyone claims that he is not consuming riba, verily the dust of riba would be upon him. Verily the vapor of riba be upon him. This is a very gloomy picture. But Surah Al-Taghabun of the Quran comes with a ray of hope for us. In Surah Al-Taghabun, Allah says, Ittaqullaha mastata'atum. Fear Allah to the extent that you have capacity to do so. And what lies beyond your capacity, the surah offers a ray of hope that you would not have to account for what is beyond your capacity. What is within our capacity is to offer a micro response to this monetary crisis. And that micro response is to move to the remote countryside and to establish a micro market. And in that micro market, strive to bring back the sunnah money. Yes?
Sheikh, I have kind of two questions. First one is, it's about Islamic banking. Most of us in the UK try and move the post all the time, trying to find a halal way of doing things. And obviously you have the evolution of Islamic banking. You said before it's backdoor riba. I just wanted to know, is it, do you suffer the same sins of the 36 that you outlined before for taking that riba? Or if you were to have what they call a halal mortgage? And just wanted an answer for that, really.
Okay, this is Light from Britain. If I am understanding the question correctly, number one, what do you do with riba money? If you have riba money? No? No. Okay, and number two, the Islamic banking system, which offers an alternative to the